to Pest Hub again. So today we are going to do a squad building and the manager review on Thorup. So talking about him, his attacking style is in possession game and build up is short pass and attacking areas is center. These three things are the best thing to have for a manager. And while talking about possession game, don't think it's a slow game. It's a really good setup for a counter attack and defensive style, forward line pressure, wide and aggressive pressing. And for me, he's the best manager to play with in online matches and even offline. So let's make a squad with him. And talking about keepers, I personally prefer offensive keeper than defensive keeper, because if your defense break, player is approaching to you, the defensive keeper just stands there. Offensive keeper go in and attack for the ball. It makes it a hard time for scoring against them. So we are choosing J.Thorup here. He's my personal favorite keeper too. See, here's offensive keeper playing style. So take a player with offensive keeping. And talking about centre backs, you can use a build-up player and any other player. So most of the people used to, De Ligt and Van Dijk, but I prefer De Ligt and Sul. They both are really good, according to me. And in the fullbacks, I usually prefer offensive fullbacks, which makes your attacking more fluid, and they also come into the defense and support the defenders. So I'm using Trent Alexander-Arnold and Alphonse Davies. And in the defensive mid position, I would prefer to use anchormans, because in like this formation, your defense needs some help and anchormans are the best. And many of the people use Sergio Busquets, and he is a really good anchorman, but for me he's a bit too slow, so I'm using Casemiro. He's the best anchorman in the game, by the way. And in the center mid position, use a really good player with the passing abilities, one really good player with passing abilities, and Kevin De Bruyne is one of the exceptional. So we are using Kevin De Bruyne as one CMF and use a box-to-box midfielder in one other CMF, and box-to-box midfielder. One of the most underrated midfielders is called McTominay, and Nedved is amazing center midfielder. So I'm keeping him, and he has a really good passing abilities too. Kicking ball is there, stamina is there. He is a really amazing player. Dipping shots, rising shots, everything is there. And in the attacker mid position, I would prefer you to use whole players like Bruno Fernandes, Kai Havertz, and some other players. See, Bruno Fernandes is a whole player. The main advantage of a whole player is that they will contribute to your attack so much, as well as in the defense. So they are the best players to use in the attacker mid forward. And you can also use creative playmaker, and they tend to stand a bit back than the whole players. So you can also use creative playmakers. And the center forward, my favorite combo is Rummenigge and Kylian Mbappe, and there are many people who suggest Rummenigge and Cristiano Ronaldo, but my favorite forward duo is Rummenigge and Kylian. Now talking about the substitution, you need 2 super subs, and there are many super subs like Mason Greenwood, Erling Braut Haaland, Inzaghi, Anthony Martial, And two of my favorite super subs are Holland and Filippo Inzaghi. His legend card is not too bad, but his iconic card is so good. Like the perfect super sub card to me. He comes, look at his offensive awareness 99, finishing 99. That's more than enough for me. And decent speed and acceleration. Perfect super sub. And you gotta need kind of a utility player to play in the front. And the new iconic Messi is one. 98 well kept in attacking midfielder and 99 in centre forward. That is a really good player to keep in. And I would use one more whole player or a box to box midfielder. Frank Lampard is a really good player. He's a whole player, as you can see, really good player. Keep him also in the subs, and keep an Anchorman or an Augusta in the sub as a DMF. And new Kimmich is really good, so gotta keep him. And in the center back, right back, and defensive midfielder, a back utility player, you gotta keep him too. And Franz Beckenbauer is an amazing, exceptional player. See, in the center back, he's 95, 93 in right back, and defensive mid 93. So he's a must-have player. Or some other utility players are David Alaba, and like that many players are coming up like that in the utility position. And a keeper is a must-have. For me, you can also use Manuel Neuer or Donnarumma, and Casillas is also one of my favorite keeper. So this is it. This is the squad, and I'll be talking about his tactics in the next video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell icon, like our video, comment and share. See you on the next video.